Well, now that you're aware of the various controllers on the Kronos and how to use them to alter the data, it's important to take a look at the various engines that are used to make sound on the Kronos. An engine is basically an encapsulation of allowing you to only work on the data and controls of the style of sound you're working on at one time. It means that everything you're looking at on the screen makes sense for that type of sound. The things that you want to control are things that you would want to control of that type of sound. Let's take a look at this first engine, the SGX2. SGX2 is the grand piano engine. So the grand pianos are very expressive, and when you need to edit things about the grand pianos, you'll see that you have a grand piano lid to work with. You can lower or close it or open and raise it. You've got damper resonance, string resonance. Everything you're editing has to do with pianos. For all the grand pianos, they use that SGX2 engine, and everything you edit has to do with piano. EP1 is the next engine, and EP1 is electric pianos. So everything I'm editing here if I decide to open up the screen and edit some parameters, it has to do with electric pianos. Why would I want to see the grand piano lid on a sound that doesn't use that? You don't see anything about string resonance here because I'm not using that type of instrument. I can tap on the effect pedal though and switch it out for a small clone. I can even edit parameters of the amp, all that type of thing. So sounds that use EP1 engine are electric piano in nature. HD1 is the general sampling engine. So we're looking for realism, we're looking for sounds that are lovingly sampled. And when you open up this Clarinet Vibrato, you can see right here the levels of the multi-sample. So I've got a 2-level or 2-layer sample. I can see what level it's at. I'm at the bottom layer. As I hit harder, I get to the top layer. So you can sort of display that right there. Again, only stuff that has to do with sampling. AL1 is a generic analog synth engine. So this one doesn't have sort of the super pretty visuals of the EP1 or the SGX2, for example, but it's a very powerful synth engine and highly configurable. You can pick your own type of waveform. You can pick the morphing data of it, the width of the pulse if you're picking a pulse wave, and then do all kinds of routing. So obviously here we were dealing with sub-oscillators, filters, that type of thing. All the type of stuff that we'd want if we're simulating an analog synth. Finally, in this section anyway, we're going to take a look at the CX3. The CX3 is the organ engine, and on your keyboard you might hear right away as soon as you put it on a phased rotating Leslie sound in the background. It adds a level of realism for your organ patches that is just kind of unparalleled. So that's something that you want to know about because, again, why would you want to see that stuff? Why would you want to see the organ drawbars on for example, a clarinet sound? So the engine allows you to work with just the parameters you need to work with for that. It's what makes them generate sounds that are more realistic for the sound choice that you have chosen. Now, I've gone over 5 of the engines so far, but there's actually 9. We'll take a look at the remaining 4 next.